Alright, guys, so we're back yet again. We're going into another classic movie of mine that I grew up watching constantly. We are going to be talking about Kindergarten Cop, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, the legend himself. Pamela Reed, we got Linda Hunt in here as well. Very, very funny comedy action movie. So, the entirety of this film is where Arnold Schwarzenegger plays Detective John Kimball. He is a hardcore cop. He's going after this one fugitive. He finally gets him, and there's a possibility within the case of him being with one of the of him having a spouse. So he's like, okay, let me go in, and he gets assigned to a partner, Phoebe O'Hara. And what the plan is O'Hara is supposed to be the teacher. She goes undercover because she's supposed to find out who possibly, the suspect had a maybe child with or was formerly married to. They don't know who, and they're trying to figure it out. And Kimball unfortunately gets the job because O'Hara gets very bad food poisoning. He has to cover for her, and he goes in dealing with these children. I mean, again, he's dealing with children. He's getting. I'm laughing because all the memories are flooding back from the one line scenes to the whole, all these scenes that was absolutely incredible growing up. And it was so funny because he treats it like a mission, but then he starts really getting into being a teacher and being a role model for these kids, protecting them. Like, one little girl has a lot of shyness. One boy has a shyness. He's very secluded, and he finds out that he's getting abused at home, and he tries to get protect him because he finds out about it, and that was a big thing as well in the film. And then later, even after all the issues with all the kids and the trying to control them and trying to do this and that. I mean, this was literally before day daycare. This was before I would say movies like that. It's a classic. It's a classic film. It's hilarious. He has to deal with someone's eating kid lunches. He has to deal with another kid that's very blunt. Like, one of the most classic lines in this film is where he goes, "Boys have penises, girls have a vagina." Now, again, that scene, or the scene where he's like, "Shut up," and they're all just crying hysterically. They're just crying nonstop, and then as soon as they start crying, he's just like, "Oh my God, what do I do?" And then he has to get his ferret, and that becomes class pet. He starts teaching them police school is what he teaches them, and this and this and that. And he gathers a massive relationship with not only a fellow teacher and her son, and he takes a liking to both of them. And when he does, he soon realizes these are the ones he's looking for, and it really messes up because it shows that he's not just a cop anymore. He's a teacher, he's a protector, and he falls in love with the suspect's ex, and he cares about her son. He starts to love him like his own, and then he has to spring into action by keeping her and her son safe, and also these children. And there's a lot of things in here that they show that he does do, that he's able to not only protect the kids, he's able to teach them, he's able to structure them, and that's what he does. And there's a lot of good scenes in here that is hilarious, like the whole where he's like trying to get information about them as kind of like a game, and he's like, "Okay, who's your daddy, and tell me what does he do?" And the whole thing where it's like this and this and this and that, and he's like, "Oh," he's like, "Well, what's the problem?" He's like, "I have a headache." Well, maybe. And this one kid is just obsessed with death. He's like, "Well, maybe it's a tumor." He's like, "It's not a tumor," just things like that. So I really love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies. It's absolutely hilarious. It's very light-hearted. It's also incredibly funny. There's a lot of things in this film that I think that again, you probably could not do this day. I don't think you could do a movie like this now, even if you tried, because again, everyone's so sensitive to certain words, certain phrases, wanting to be proclaimed this or that. And you can't just have fun. You can't just, watch a movie, have fun, not take it so seriously, just have a good laugh and go on about your day. It's like you can't do that no more. And that sucks when you can't do that no more, because once you do that, it almost is like, okay, really? And again, I miss movies like this. So if you guys have seen Kindergarten Cop, let me know what you think about it. If you've not seen Kindergarten Cop, I highly recommend it. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. I hope you truly enjoyed about this review, and I'll see you as always on the next one.